All right, so Le Meilleur, it's not going to be in the spring shipment. I'm going to push it to the fall. I know everyone's a little tight on cash. It's a pricey bottle, and I think it actually use a little bit more time in bottle anyway. Le Meilleur is one of only 2 blends we make currently. One is our Sonoma Coast, which is where, full disclosure, the leftovers go. I can only make so many barrels of the single vineyards, so we take the barrels that don't quite make the single vineyards and we make a kick-ass $30 Sonoma Coast Pinot. The reverse of the Sonoma Coast Pinot is Le Meilleur. It is a special bottling. We only do 288 bottles, which is approximately what fit in one barrel. Barrels anywhere between 285 and 300 bottles, depending on the barrel. And it's made up of my favorite barrels from that harvest. It is not meant to be any one thing, it's just meant to be our most complete wine. Anyone who's tried the 2017 was a light vintage, 2018 a much richer vintage, hence the 2018 is a much darker expression of Pinot Noir. Still great acidity, but definitely meant to be representative of the vintage, not a vineyard. So waxed, I hand sign every bottle. I'm not going to show you the back of this one because the back labels aren't in yet. They're due next week. So this one's blank on the back, cheating. But special label, same roller coaster, the dark blue gray, wax top. So I'm going to show you now. I know everyone struggles when they see these wax tops. They look really cool, but they're like, how the hell am I supposed to get through this wax top? I usually use the brute force method. Now you can grab a sharp knife and just cut the top off, that's doable, but I like to just go straight through the top, and it's a pretty pliable wax, and the corkscrew should go right through, and here's where a little elbow grease may be required, but this one pulled off quite nice, and then as you can see the top just came off. Lucked out, sometimes it's not that easy, but you know, and cork smells great. So what is this a blend of? And I'm going to put a blog post together. I'm not usually good at the keyboard stuff. People have seen my spelling in my emails. You know I'm a horrible speller, but I'm going to do a blog post. And it's going to be how I blend Le Meilleur, because it's not the easiest process. This past year, 2019, has been blended. It's a blend of 5 vineyards. This is a blend of 4. It is 1 part Black Knight, not the Dragon's Back, but Pommard, which is an earthier clone. 3 parts Spring Hill Ranch. That Spring Hill Ranch I just waxed poetic about. 2 parts Terre de Promisio, and 1 part Roberts Road. And the only reason why there's 1 part Roberts Road is the 2 heavyweights, Terre de Promisio and Spring Hill, kind of battle it out, and the other 2 vineyards kind of have to pick their way, meaning earthiness and a little floralness. So it's not easy to get all those vineyards to play well together. It took me 23 tries, 23 combinations. It's like the WD-40 of wine. That was the 40th combination. This is what you call this Le Meilleur 23. Took 23 combinations, but we got it. Killer wine. Again, this is going to be a little bit more on the darker side. It's lighter than both Spring Hill and Terre de Promisio just because of the Black Knight and the Roberts Road. But where the other wines either fall into the masculine or feminine, this one splits it right down the middle. It just has little bits of everything. It's meant to be a bit more ageable. Not only were these my favorite barrels, they were also 100% new French oak. So again, this is going to make this wine a bit more ageable. Every barrel that this was pulled from came from a brand new barrel. So right off the bat, there's a sweetness to it. It smells, it's bone dry, but it smells sweet. It definitely has a little bit of a sweet pipe tobacco. Currants and pomegranate, which you're getting from the Terre de Promisio and the Spring Hill. Licorice, it's got a little hint of licorice. I don't know which vineyard's giving it the licorice, but it's there. Just a hint of vanilla, probably from some of those new barrels, a little toastiness. Cedar, definitely, it's got a woody cedar quality to it. Pretty satisfying. This is kind of like a meal in a glass. I could say this will go great with food, and it would go great with food. I would be extremely happy just to sit on the couch and drink this. Maybe watching a Breaking Bad marathon, which I'm actually currently doing. Actually, I know what this bottle is going to be used for tonight. But, you know, we're not really releasing it to the fall, but I know a few people have tried it. They bought bottles instantly. So if you want one in the spring shipment, we'll make it happen. I'll get my copper Sharpie and sign my name on the back of it. So looking forward to getting this in your hands once again.